So we've been talking about, excuse me, about chords and how they're built and how you work with them. And today we're going to review a little bit because some of you haven't been here for a while, and we've got some new people that came up from our other.
Oh no, you just been here.
It's been having more fun.
Okay, so can you write on the board?
Yes.
Let's have a test. Your first assignment, and if you're new today, this is your assignment, is to memorize the 7 basic Bisquick chords. Right?
Right.
You have to know how to spell these 7 chords. Here we go. C. Spell it. C-E-G. Why do we have to spell it in that position? It is the root position. It is the way the chord stacks up when you play it on the keyboard with the name of the chord at the bottom or the base, like the root. Okay? All right. The letters never change in a chord. You can sharp them, flat them, or add to them. You cannot change the letters. You can't take the Bisquick out of a recipe. I just made that up. G chord. Spell G chord. G, B, D. It's just every other letter of the alphabet, right? F chord. F. Whoa. F-A-C. All right. Those 3 chords are all white notes, correct? So if you play them, they're just every other white note on the keyboard. So that's, when I say right, you're supposed to go right. Bobblehead, yes. Okay. The next set is A chord, D chord, and E chord. That spells aid. That means those chords need help. All right, they're every other letter of the alphabet with a sharp in the middle. All right, so an A chord is spelled A-C-E with a C sharp. D chord, D, F sharp, A. All right, and an E chord, E, G sharp, B. B chord is B sharp sharp. B, D, F. And it's B, D sharp, and F sharp. Now, if you did your homework, that should be ingrained in your skull. Is that correct?
Yes.
In fact, every week, for weeks now, that's the first thing we're going to do. Because all the other chords come from these. Now, I'm telling you, if you're new and this is going to be easier than some of the old timers. Because if you know anything about chords, you will analyze this to death and try and figure out why. Don't do that. Okay? This is it. This is how it works. Now, once you know that, you only need to know 2 more things. All right? Those are 7 major chords. There are 15. All right? All I have to do now is know that if there is a sharp or a flat sign that follows any one of those 7 letters, I need to know what to do. So, what if you're playing along, and you come across a chord that looks like this? C sharp.
C
sharp.
sharp.
Say that with me. C sharp. How many words came out my mouth?
3.
2. Out of your mouth was 3. 2. Say C sharp.
Yeah, that was 3.
It's going to be a really long day.
Aren't you supposed to be furloughed today?
I'm driving to work this morning. I'm listening to the radio. all the state workers are complaining because they're furloughed, and I wish I was. I'm driving to work, I'm going, what are they complaining about? I wish I was furloughed today.
Yeah.
Okay, C sharp. 2 words came out my mouth, right?
Right.
So, it's Bisquick in the bowl, and then we're gonna add an egg, right? So, it used to be when I was playing along, all of a sudden, C sharp chord came up, one of 2 things happened. I either skipped it, just hope it went away, I didn't need it, or I had to stop and get out my book and find it and figure out what notes to play. You'll never have to do that again. Because instead of seeing that ominous C sharp chord that you go, you just relax and go, I know C, and I know what to do with it. I'll tell you what to do with it. Okay, so you have to do, it's 2 steps, like the back of a Bisquick box. You have to put the Bisquick in first, which is what? C, E, G. All right, then what do? Sharp what?
Everything.
Not just the C, sharp everything. The whole chord. Hello. Darn, people want to buy things. Bother us. All right, there's C chord, right? If you want to make it a C chord, and listen close. If you try to sharp all 3 of those notes at the same time, it's just going to short circuit your head. 1 note at a time. Sharp. How do you sharpen E? F. I move the whole chord up a half step. And that's a C sharp chord. Alright? So it sounds like this. Instead of this, it sounds like this. Just a half step up. Alright? What happens if you find, what do you do with it? Oh, he's got the eraser in his hand.
You bet. Let me get a pen.
Say that chord.
Let me get a pen.
A flat. A flat. First we put in the A, right?
Right.
Now here's the kinker. You better sharp that C. The Bisquick A has a sharp in it. A, C sharp, E. Okay, so that's the Bisquick. A, C sharp, E. Then I'm going to flat every note, correct?
Right.
Flat the A. How do you flat a C sharp?
Down half a step.
It makes it a C and flat the E. There you go. So the whole chord moved down a half. Okay? That's enough.
Okay.
How do you make an F sharp chord? F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. Here's F. Here's F.
How much
Sharp.
are you considering?
See how easy?
No, how?
Okay. Now,
Okay.
the next thing you have to do is, that's rule number 2. So, first set, you got to know the 7 basic chords, correct? Second, you just have to know that if there's a flat sign or a sharp sign after the chord, you just have to sharp or flat the whole Bisquick chord. Everybody on the same page with me? Yeah. Okay. The next thing, you have to learn 3 simple rules. Minor, diminished, and augmented.